Hi everybody! Oh, 0 people watching. Oh, 4,000 people here. So, bet you're all wondering why I'm late. I locked Phil outside, basically, and I didn't realise that he was locked outside for a while because I was trying to set this up. Since when can you give people bacon? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, I'm so giving myself bacon in a second. Anyway, so I was setting up the webcam, and then Phil rang me and he's like, I've been ringing the doorbell for about 10 minutes and it's raining outside. Why haven't you let me in? And I'm like, oh, couldn't hear the doorbell because I was trying to set up the live show. So I now have a very moist friend who is sat in the lounge because I left him outside in the rain. Good friend Dan. There we go, that's your latest meme. Louise Sprinkle of Glitter is watching me and texted me some frogs. Hi Louise! I don't like it when friends watch my You Now shows. Yeah, do you want to know the best thing about it? Oh my god, you can't see because I can't rotate my back that far. Wait, it's worth it. It's what it says. Dan! Apparently they didn't have enough money to write Dan is not on fire. Thanks, Google. You're only multi-trillionaires. That's fine. This is my Mac. How the frick did that happen? Are you kidding me? That was in my bag earlier. I did the thing. I popped the thing up and I wrapped it around like to keep the cable organized. And look at it. What? How can you just leave a wire by itself and then it just freaking does yoga and ends up crippled in a ball? How does that happen? Look at that! How does that happen? Who invented wires? Someone very important that helped humanity. But God, am I not appreciating them right now? I don't like it when my phone says I have a notification, the one on my Facebook. I need to see it as soon as possible, which is why I hate missed calls. For example, it just drives me insane, don't know why, I'm weird, when I just see a 1 next to one of those things, and I have to get rid of it. However, I recently downloaded the Facebook Page app, but it gives you notifications for everything that happened. So, at the moment, since I checked it last night, I have a bubble that says 1089. Do you understand what this is like for me? Top artist for me. Okay, and top track for me. Right. Apparently, my most listened to song is the Siamese cat song from Lady and the Tramp. I'm not joking. This is apparently my most listened to song. I'll just leave that on as a bit of ambiance. We are Siamese, if you please. We are Siamese, if you don't. Horribly racist song. Racist. So racist. Oh my god, how racist was Disney. Jesus Christ. And fucking, can we just talk about how scary that song is for a second? I swear to god, like some Disney films are just inappropriate for children. Lady and the Tramp. Oh yeah, you like anthropomorphic adventure 2. No. Okay, right. You empathize with the lady dog, and then it's just got this weird feeling, like, you know when, the whole thing, like when you're a kid and your parents, older siblings might know what I'm talking about, or you guys have probably heard of this. When someone has a younger brother or sister that's born, and they have that thing where they're like, my family don't love me anymore, all the attention is being given to the baby. Well, they did that in Lady and the Tramp. She had a baby, and it had that scene where she gets, like, bullied by these fucking bitch Chinese cats that come along, and they're like, I'm gonna kill your fish. And then she's like, I don't like these cats. This is a bad day. Goes upstairs, and then her owner is cradling this baby in the window, and she's like, ain't nobody got time for dog. And that's really emotionally heavy. I don't know, it's like, it's not just like, oh, Mufasa died, okay, it's like a really weird, awkward feeling of rejection and like no friends. And I feel like it's something that anyone who's ever been kind of left out by a friend group or rejected by someone they like, they can empathize with that, you know what I mean? So it's a really complicated, dense emotion for them to be dealing with in Lady and the Tramp, and that's why it's inappropriate, in my opinion. There we go. Yeah. I once had a friend who was studying sociology at university, and her coursework was on Marxism in The Lion King, and I was just like, shut up. Jared Way follows you. Let's talk about that, because he's obviously not watching this. Okay, so I'm in bed. Picture me here. I'm like, oh yeah, just chilling in bed. Okay, wake up in the morning. Well, oh, I've had a notification. What is it? Jared Way follows you on Twitter. I was like, yeah, basically, that's how I felt. How does he know I exist? What crazy, but cool, amazing, obviously, as one of my biggest idols in life. It's weird being followed by people you think are really, really cool, because obviously it's really cool and nice that Tyra Banks and Jared Way followed me on Twitter, but at the same time, I kind of wish they didn't, because I don't wish that they didn't, but I'm just saying that it makes me think, Jesus Christ, I'm so annoying on Twitter. You know, it's like, imagine if, because you're tweeting at people, you're tweeting to your friends. Now imagine someone is reading your tweets whose opinion you value. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden it's like, I'm scared to tweet. But yeah, that's fine. If you have trouble getting to sleep, then you should read. Always worked great for me. A decade of reading Harry Potter and drifting to sleep. I'm just wondering, can you drive? Said Emily. Yes, but I don't have a chair. I read a few people that said the video was well directed and it was, you know, Miley was crying, and I thought that the nudity was artistic and beautiful, but then when she went all over a sledgehammer, it took the video, because it's kind of like, we can't stop, it seems appropriate to lick stuff, you know what I mean? But then the song all about heartbreak and the video which is all about like, you destroyed my emotions and I'm crying, it then seems weird to have a kind of like, ha 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 ha, sexual licking moment in it. Rather than even having an opinion on whether or not she should be sexual, I just think it seemed freaking random as hell in the middle of a video that seemed that it was supposed to be like my only opinion. I have no opinions on the sexualness. I don't even want to begin expressing opinions on that, God help me. I'm just saying that in a video that seemed like it was supposed to be sad, it seemed very random to have 2 seconds of happy sexual hammer licking. But I've decided something. I'm going to stop having opinions. I I don't feel like you should weigh in on a situation if you don't know everything about it. Obviously this doesn't happen because most of the internet is like, I have a thought onto the keyboard and then it's on the internet forever. So basically forget everything I just said. The best way to go through life without being constantly depressed by how much of a shitstorm the whole world is to just not care about anything. Basically. I used Google Translate to write all the coursework and then I just blagged the oral, but then I got a C because my teacher was crazy, so I'm not a very good example of how to do GCSE French, to be honest. That's basically the reason I didn't get into Oxford or Cambridge, because I had a crazy French teacher who ruined my life. A friend I know has had a baby. I don't know if you've seen a picture of me holding a baby on Tumblr with no context. That's a friend's baby that I once held. I saw them right after my friend had her baby, so I was like, oh, little baby, cute, cute baby. I came back like 5-6 months later. The baby was crawling and it clearly had emotions. So it was like I could make eye contact and the baby found things funny. I went it and it was basically just like a sack of flesh. The next time I saw it, it had the ability to be entertained by games of peekaboo. That freaked me out. I was like, this child, this life is developing. Last time I saw her or heard from her, like walking, it has hair, it's wearing pink clothes. What? I'm freaking out. So generally I tend to think like, we all have like 90 years or like 110, because by the time we're all 90 they'll have like cancer deflectors and stuff like that. So I'm usually like, you know, like 80 years, that's ages to do stuff. And then I was talking with a friend who was saying that him and his girlfriend were going traveling, and he said that he wanted to go back somewhere but his girlfriend didn't, because she said they should never go to the same place twice. She made the point that like, when people have 9-to-5 jobs where they're only allowed certain amounts of holidays, or generally they're just busy doing whatever they do in their life, life is short enough that we probably won't see most of the world unless we deliberately go on a round the world trip, and that freaks me out. And when you think of 80 years as one big block, it's like, that's ages. But when you think of 80 years as chunks of 1 year that are all, oh, January, it's New Year, and then everybody's procrastinating because they're getting back to work and school, and then it's February, and there's March, and there's April, and then it's summer, and you have a few summer months, then it's like a couple of months September, and then it's October, Halloween, and then it's just November, and then it's Christmas, and Christmas happens. You only have 80 of those, and then your existence is over. So yeah, that's cool. Might go on a round-the-world trip next week, because I'm having an existential crisis. Basically. Are you a lightweight? Said Gabriella. No, I'm not. When I drink alcohol, naughty, naughty. Being 6'2" and dense, I have to drink a lot. Dan, why do you have an impressive vocabulary? Compared to anyone who is actually intelligent or has an impressive vocabulary, I don't. But I think it's because I read adult fiction when I was a teenager. I read a lot of Michael Crichton and Stephen King. I just think that reading's good. It makes you smart. Not that I'm saying I'm smart. I'm not. Shut up. So I was curious about what the world of Attack on Titan hentai was like the other day. So I went on a wonderful hentai adventure because I was like, Attack on Titan's like the biggest anime right now. I bet there is so much hentai. So I went on 4chan and there was. Don't know what I expected. But it's all very, very high quality art, as it often is. Yeah, I read Tokyo Hotel fanfics. Wow, do people still write fanfics for Tokyo Hotel? Any new shirts? No, I bought a bag earlier. It's black, and it's leather, because I've had my checkered Vans bag that you can see there in the corner for like 97,000 years. I literally think I bought it when I was 13. But I don't really buy clothes that often. I only go shopping like 3 times a year. I changed my theory on clothes when I was like 19 because I used to work at Focus where I'd earn like £3.50 an hour, and I used to go into town with my friends at the weekend, and I'd go to Burger King and get a milkshake and just loiter in a shopping mall. But then I'd go to Top Man and I'd just like buy a t-shirt, and then I'd never wear it, and I didn't even like it that much, and then it would like fall apart in the wash. And I realized that I'd just be wasting my money by kind of like buying clothes kind of often all the time. So I'm like, I'm just gonna buy like 2 things a year. Maybe it's just because I never leave the house, to be honest. That's probably why I don't do any shopping, because I spend the day inside. But yeah. I've almost, well, I know I've finished learning Pyramid Song on my broke-ass piano. I really want to fix this piano, because I went to a friend's house that has a working piano, and I was like, this is what it's like to actually play a piano that works. But then everyone's telling me, Dan, fixing a piano costs loads of money, and I'm like, sadness. But so I learned how to play Pyramid Song by Radiohead, which is basically like... Whoopoo! It's Friday the 13th, and it's Niall's birthday, and Insidious 2 is coming out, and my video is coming out. Whoa! Favorite artist / band that you've seen live? The best live bands in the world are probably Muse.
I like that the P was capital there, as if the band was probably Muse.
I saw Fall Out Boy live in Brixton in 2005 when I was 15 and obsessed with Fall Out Boy, and that made my entire life, because it was one of the first gigs I ever went to, and as a crazy Fall Out Boy fan, that was amazing. Metallica were really good live. My Chemical Romance in 2011, Reading Festival. Gerard Way said it was the best gig of their entire career, so I was honoured to be there, and it was incredible. It was, because I was at Reading the first time they played, when everybody threw bottles at them and they weren't very popular. So to see them come back and headline the festival and have about 90,000 people watching them, and for it to be so incredible that he said it was one of the best live performances that has ever happened in their entire career, it was awesome. So I was very happy. Dan, get a mohawk. No, that just looks like Jedward. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. During my A-levels, I just played Xbox all day, every day. I just played Xbox and didn't text my girlfriend back. That's all I did for 2 years. Everyone's like, wait, you have a girlfriend? Guys, we were talking about when I was in 6th form, which was a depressingly long time ago. Anyway, apparently I say, you know what I mean? Too much. You know what I mean is the new literally. You say, so that happened a lot. I'll add that to the list of annoying things that Dan says. Thank you guys. Let's point out my flaws. Have you ever read The Milk Fic? Obviously. How was fucking hell Switzerland? Oh my god. Okay, I'm leaving in like 5 minutes. I went to Switzerland. How could I forget? It made me realize that England is basically a second world country. Zurich is incredibly beautiful and tiny, and everyone there is rich. How is it pronounced? Everyone's saying it's so funny how you say Zurich. How's it pronounced? Zurich. Zurich. Do you smoke crack? Obviously, I work at the BBC, joking. What pants are you wearing? Grey Calvin Kleins. What are your... What's your middle name? James? Don't stalk me. Come to Dubai. Okay. I have to do science. Stop talking. Okay. Okay. Right. I hope you're all doing good. I hope that school isn't too awful. I hope that work isn't too awful, because I know that about a third of you are not in school. So shout out to all the people responsible for their own lives having constant crises. Woo, sad, crying now. Okay, bye guys, it's been really fun. Have a nice life. Bye, and remember, don't have opinions. Bye.